I've seen a couple of movies on this October Horror-thon 2025 that don't really qualify as horror movies. I mean, The Car. Really? Like, who's scared by The Car? And The Abominable Dr. Phibes? Yeah. Well, I wanted to see something that was, like, gory, like a monster movie, a little bit funny, like fun, exciting. Well, that's all here. Slither. Slither is a movie from 2006, that magical time when horror movies all sucked. But this one didn't. This is made by James Gunn, the maker of like Guardians of the Galaxy, The Suicide Squad. I like James Gunn. Makes good movies. Fun movies. This movie is fun AF. It's a monster movie. It's kind of like a cross between The Blob and Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's got a good cast in it. It stars Nathan Fillion as the sheriff. Stars Elizabeth Banks as his like high school girlfriend romance kind of thing, or I think. And then it stars Michael Rooker as Elizabeth Banks' husband. Actual husband, who turns out to get infected by this alien parasite that crashes on a meteor in the middle of the woods while he's like cheating on his wife. And yeah, there's a lot going on in here, and it's got a good ensemble cast, a lot of the like supporting actors and stuff like that. But it's like this small town. Apparently it's in North Carolina. A little bit of hillbilly. Sorry, don't mean to be stereotypical on y'all, but takes place in this kind of like redneck town where there's like a local hunting festival, some kind of like big party every year at the beginning of hunting season. Totally makes sense, in this part of the world. Like that's just what is going on, and that's just how people are, and I'm totally down with that. It's not meant to make fun of anybody or anything like that, but it's like it's hunting season and everybody's out, yeehaw, with their guns and everything. And meanwhile, there's an alien invasion, blossoms into something that nobody was expecting at all. So there's like this alien parasite, and it crashes in this meteor. Michael Rooker, he's out like in the woods fooling around with the local bar maiden, and he happens upon this meteorite that just crashed right there, and he goes to check it out, and it like shoots a little parasite on him and inhabits his body, takes over his mind and his body, and then he has to start feeding on people around him in some weird way. He like absorbs people into him, and then he makes this one woman his like queen or whatever, and she gives birth to all these alien slugs, and it's really gross. There's a lot of really good practical effects in this movie. It's not intrusive at all, but there is some obvious CGI in there. But, it was what it was. It was like The Faculty, which I remember was freaky as fuck and a lot of fun, but some of the CGI in there was like, oh my god, I can't believe that I thought this was crazy cool. But unlike The Faculty, I think this has a much better cast, much better story. It's just a better made movie. It's a lot of fun. Slither it's pretty gory. It's got like the tentacle monsters, and it's got gross like body horror kind of effects. There's a lot of a woman swallows a slug at one point. She's in the bathtub and she gets and all these slugs try and get her, and yeah, it's pretty groovy though. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fun watch. It's exciting. You get just the right amount of comedic banter in there with the characters dealing with this situation. It's like, holy fuck, what the hell's going on here? It manages to be entertaining watching them stumble through all this craziness, and then the final showdown where they have to like blow up the alien king or queen or whatever, or both in the end. Yeah, it gets a little nuts. Watch it, see what I mean. Slither is a lot of fun. I'm gonna give Slither a B+. B+, because it was probably better than I was expecting it to be. But at the same time, I was expecting it to be good, and I wasn't disappointed. But it was just a little bit better. Like I said, good acting. Particularly the Elizabeth Banks, I thought was really good in this movie. I tend to get sick of her in a lot of movies, because you see her all the time. She's in fucking everything in the 2000s and 2010s. But she was good here. And Nathan Fillion, too. I mean, I always love that guy. Michael Rooker, a.k.a. Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, they're all good. The main three cast members here are all fantastic. I think they did a great job. And I think James Gunn did a great job at directing this and putting together what I thought was a gory, gross, entertaining movie. That's why Slither gets a B+. Another one bites the dust. That's another movie down. I don't know how many we're at right now, but I've been watching so many freaking horror movies in this last fall season. It is the season. Gotta watch them horror movies. So I hope you enjoyed these reviews. Please leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until the next video, stay safe, stay spooky, and have a good one, everybody.